GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
From wherever we decide studios, broadcasted live on iTunes, Spreaker, and worldwide, this is the Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast with your hosts, the Crimson Cyclone himself, Cyclone Jones, and of course, the producer, Pat G. The G stands for gangsta. And now kick back and get ready for the eargasms.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. I know who you are. We know who each other are. I am Cyclone Jones, and you're listening to the TTRP, Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. I am joined alongside Pat G. The G stands for gangster. Pat G, tell him what it is.
It is another episode of the TTRP brought to you by Gear Network and GearNetworkShop.com. And you can visit that at gearshop.com for all your Amazon needs.
You're putting a commercial in there first?
Well, I'm trying to pop the sponsors a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe get more money drawn into
got you.
For production costs. Maybe improve the guests a little bit.
Got you. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's a good thought process. That's why you're the producer. You know, ladies and gentlemen, you can't see Pat G rocking the Cyclone shirt on today.
I am.
However,
the Cyclone shirt.
He is rocking the red and black Cyclone shirt, which are all sold out. Definitely pre-order. I'm listening. Let's just, if you're trying to make money for the show, I'm trying to make money for myself. Pre-order the new Cyclone shirt.
When aren't you trying to make money for yourself?
Always. And there are also new Cyclone Terrible towels coming out. Check it. You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, my Jesus.
Yeah.
Really?
There's Cyclone towels.
Oh, my God.
Yes, there are.
Oh, my Jesus.
Yeah, man.
I can't handle you right now.
Cyclone towels.
Towels.
Those will be directly at the next show that you come see Cyclone Jones at.
Do they make the wishing sound like a cyclone?
No, but when you spin them around, you can make the wishing sound yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wishing sound after the fact.
Exactly. But anyway, let's get down to the show. I mean, let's just jump right into the meat and potatoes.
Yes.
You know, we can talk about me all day.
Well, lots of local action this past weekend.
Yeah.
Starting off in Brockport, New York, IWF Brockport Brawl saw two new champions and one hell of a street fight. Probably one of the best street fights I've ever seen. Kicking off with the street fight, Rob Sweet and Terrell Kenneth.
These two men have been going back and forth and back and forth, and they finally end this feud in a street fight.
Yes.
You know, they finally get down to it. They finally put their hands on each other to a point where nobody can stop them until somebody actually wins.
Absolutely. And this match was brutal. This match was hard hitting. Rob Sweet came out right at the start and just was dropping elbow, putting every bit of elbow strength he could into Terrell Kenneth's face. But Terrell Kenneth, being the mammoth man that he is, just shut it down.
Wow.
Shut it down. Have you watched the match?
I didn't know the match was up.
The match was up. The match got posted a couple of days ago. It is a hell of a match. And from all people that I've heard, it was one of the best street fights, last man standing matches that they've seen on the independents.
Oh, wow.
That's how good this match was.
Well, I mean, Rob Sweet is a great competitor. One of my good friends, my boy, even though he was UW champion, I was trying to beat his ass to get a title.
Absolutely.
But, friendship aside on that one, I want to be champion.
Yeah.
And Terrell Kenneth is an up-and-comer new guy, up-and-comer big man, you know what I'm saying?
Who does a lot of things that most big men shouldn't do.
Yeah, but he does them, and he does them well enough that he can get away with it.
Oh, absolutely.
However, these two men going at it is is something that you definitely want to watch. If you definitely want to see this match, definitely go on to IWF, International Wrestling Federation's webpage, Facebook page.
Yes, they do have it posted. It was a hell of a match, and Rob Sweet did come out with the victory.
Oh wow. Rob Sweet. So David and Goliath, David wins.
Yes, David did win the battle. But also happening at IWF, a new championship was created, and it is called the Suicidal Six-Way. And it saw Eric Eminon becoming the inaugural champion.
Eric Eminon.
Yes.
Eric Eminon. The Eminon estate. The guys that are trying to collect every single tag team gold in
one half of those guys.
Yeah,
he has another championship, but it's of the single variety this time.
Eric Eminon.
Yes. Ugh. The Suicidal Six-Way Championship is a championship that can be defended in any type of match.
Yep, and you don't know who your opponents are.
Don't know who your opponents are going to be. You don't know the stipulation. It could be a battle royal. It could be over the top. It could be a gauntlet match, beat the clock, 6-man tag, whatever variation. The champion is at a complete major disadvantage from the start.
However, being the champion makes you the man to beat.
That's true.
So with that being said, I mean, the champion is a champion for a reason.
Absolutely.
So Eric Eminon is the champion for a reason. He's proven himself over time. You know, he is definitely somebody who deserves this title. Mm-hmm. And I think he's definitely somebody that can defend his title well. He can definitely defend his title well.
Also happening, Thomas Brewington faced off against a visitor to the Brockport area, Vincent Di Piazza, I believe.
Okay.
Thomas Brewington pretty much had the match in well hand until a associate of his decided to stick his nose in where it doesn't need to be stuck into.
Who has said associate?
And that would be one Cassius Kutcher.
Cassius Kutcher? Wasn't he a part of the IndyCar Mafia?
He was. I don't know if he still is.
I don't think so. I mean, not if he's doing stuff like that. At least not at IWF.
From what I saw of the match, Thomas Brewington hit the
Unholy Driver.
And he not only hit his own moves, he hit Cassius's moves.
Oh wow!
He hit the pay dirt and the F5.
Ooh wow! Oh, that's wrong.
And while Cassius is standing at ringside.
Oh, that's dirty.
He hits the pay dirt and hit the F5.
Oh, that's dirty.
So it's going to be an interesting thing to see what happens with those two. Also, the Buffalo Club has gold.
They do?
They do. Vince Valor and James Sega are the new IWF Tag Team Champions.
Whenever you say his name, you have to do that afterwards.
You have to do that?
You have to. Because if you don't, you should get punched in the face. Seriously. That's an awesome... His name is just awesome. Like, you have to. Watch, say his name.
Sega.
No, say his name.
James Sega.
Sega. You have to.
Absolutely. They won the tag team titles in a 4-way.
Yeah, that is right. That was the big 4-way with
Limited
Tylicious,
Dewey, and Mikey Every Night and Kevin Lockwood.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Buffalo Club trying to gain all the gold. They got some catching up to do to the ICM.
They do. The ICM has a lot of gold.
I mean, however, you got to start somewhere, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, also, Mark House retained his championship against Brandon Thurston.
Wow. Good match, then. I mean, I'm sure it was a good match. Mark House is a good friend. We got to get him on the podcast. We got to interview him.
We have interviewed him.
Does that mean we can't interview him again?
We could interview him again.
When did we interview him? How long ago?
It was sometime last year when he was up in the mountains.
That is right. We did interview him. We got to get him on again.
We'll have to get him. Okay.
Yeah, we got to get him on again. Well, I remember that interview. He was up in the mountains and he wanted us to see what we couldn't because he was on the freaking phone.
And absolutely.
Doesn't make
switching gears to the next night.
To Saturday night.
ESW Brawl Fest 2017.
We go to ESW, the best company in the Western New York area.
Absolutely.
And I say that because they are.
It is.
I mean,
they are. They are the company. If you're a independent wrestler in the Buffalo area and you want to make it to the big time as far as the independents in Buffalo, ESW is the place to be.
Yep, you definitely want to be there. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm not trying to gain heat from anybody. I mean, I call a spade a spade. They pack the house every single freaking time. And until this company, and they pack the house at least 300 to 400 every single time. They if it's not 300 to 400, they fill their quota however many can fit in that building.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you know, you can't fight numbers. It is what it is.
They have great talent. They bring in even better talent.
Yeah. So, I mean, until the companies in the area start to do that, I mean, ESW is the best company in Western New York. I said it. Fight me. All right. Cool beans.
Well, the first match of the night saw RJ City cashing in his Elio DePaulo Cup opportunity against big time Bill Collier.
Really? Very first start of the night.
Start of the night. Just out the gate. And RJ City is now the ESW heavyweight champion.
What?
Yep.
Was that by devious tactics?
I do not know.
Deeds?
I don't know.
Why weren't you there? How you gonna be a co-host to a podcast and not be at the show? As Pat G looks into the sky and thinking of how he can word this, because I wasn't there either.
What was I doing?
Because I was doing. You were at a birthday party.
I was at a birthday party.
How did you not know what you were doing?
I momentarily forgot. I was watching NXT Chicago.
Exactly. And you know what happened on NXT Chicago? When we get to the WWE talk, we'll talk there. But
yes,
you did cause something to happen.
I did. You did. I caused.
Stop.
I caused lots of hatred towards myself.
You caused something to happen, which may cause future things to happen. You did the butterfly effect, actually.
I did.
So we'll talk about that in segment 4 for the WWE talk when we get there. But ESW.
Yes. RJ City is now your ESW heavyweight champion.
RJ City is awesome, dude. Super funny, you know, charismatic. You know, he was on Nickelodeon.
He was.
You know.
He does post some funny videos.
Yeah. So he's, you know, congratulations to RJ City.
Another match. Two guys that pretty much started at square one together. Anthony Gaines and Ryan Cassidy.
Yeah.
And Anthony Gaines picks up the victory.
Where did you see Anthony Gaines at?
Backtrack. Second match saw James Sega, Nick Merrick, and Wes Adams defeating Mikey Everynight, Steve Gage, and Terrell Kenneth.
Now, this match, just really quickly, I thought I saw that Mikey Everynight is not a part of the Patron Saints anymore. What? Don't you break my chair,
I'm not going to break your chair. Sorry. Mind blown. When did this happen?
I saw it on Facebook.
Interesting.
I don't think he's a part of the Patron Saints anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I mean,
Mikey Everynight going out on his own.
We'll have to get Mikey Everynight on the show and ask him directly.
Oh, absolutely. The next match saw Kevin Blackwood defeating Dick Justice, Cloudy, and Vince Valor in a 4-way.
Okay.
Now I can talk Anthony Gaines and Ryan Cassidy.
Now you can talk Anthony Gaines.
Two men that started at the beginning.
Let the Gaines begin.
Yes, let the Gaines begin. And Anthony Gaines picks up the victory.
Yes. I wish I would have watched this match. Gaines is an amazing athlete. He's come a long way. Ryan Cassidy as well.
Oh, absolutely.
But Anthony Gaines, you know, good friend, awesome cook. You know, he can cook, but his wrestling skills are doing nothing but growing.
Oh, absolutely.
They're doing nothing but going up. I mean, and I give him, you know,
he's going to make his name somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere, somehow, Anthony Gaines is going to be one of them guys to make his name somewhere.
Definitely. You know, we got to get him on a single interview. We got him with the Buffalo Club. I think we need to get him on a one-on-one interview. We'll definitely set that up for you guys. Definitely check that out.
Up next was the ESW Interstate title. Coconut Jones taking on Alex Daniels and retaining the ESW Interstate Championship.
Listen, Coconut Jones and that Interstate title is like peanut butter and jelly. You can't separate them.
No.
Like, honestly.
The minute he won it is like, he's just...
And even before he got injured himself.
Yeah, he had it.
He had it. I mean, you just can't keep it away from that man.
It's a title that is his title.
It's his title, yeah.
Up next was the four corner of Carnage match. Ron Falco taking on Big Cat Lemmer in Big Cat Lemmer's last wrestling match of his career.
And I clearly said that Big Cat Lemmer was going to win this match for the simple fact that Ron Falco can't beat him, period.
Well, you are wrong.
I was wrong.
Ron Falco defeated Big Cat Lemmer in the four corner of Carnage match.
I don't know how. I have no
a lot
clue.
of ladders.
I have no clue how the hell
a lot of ladders.
Ron Falco beat Big Cat Lemmer.
A lot of ladders.
No clue whatsoever.
I saw a lot of ladders in pictures.
Yeah. We'll have to ask Ron Falco.
Up next was the ESW Tag Team title match. The champions, the Oliver Street Express, defending and retaining against the Rochester Wrecking Crew, the Hate Brigade.
Best tag team I've ever met.
And Cheech and Colin Delaney.
Do you know Cheech and Colin Delaney's tag team name? Come on, Pat G.
To Infinity and Beyond.
Thank you.
I didn't think about it for a minute.
Good job.
An
good
amazing
job.
tag team name.
Good job. Good job. Alrighty. Next matchup was Asylum beating Nick Ando. Your captain, Nick Ando, which I thought that sounds like an awesome match on paper.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm kind of upset I didn't get to see it. Hopefully the live feed is still up on the ESW webpage.
It's possible.
Hopefully I can watch the show. I would love to. Next match, Kevin Bennett beating Brandon Thurston.
Kevin Bennett doing a lot of flippity-doos.
He, like I said, like we talked about the match.
He does.
You know, Brandon Thurston is that mat technician.
Yeah.
Kevin Bennett is the flippity-doodah guy.
Absolutely.
In order for Brandon Thurston to win, you got to cut him off at the legs, stop the flippity-doodah stuff. In order for Kevin Bennett to win, you got to stay off the mat and do your flippity-doodah stuff.
And Bennett obviously did his flippity-doodah
Kevin Bennett
stuff.
listened to what I said, and that's good. Thank you for listening, Kevin Bennett. And you did your flippity-doodah stuff, and you won.
Absolutely.
I should be his manager. You listen to me good? That's good, kid. You won. Great job.
Up next was the spot with Super Beast, Jerk Hawkins, Caesar, and the movement of hashtag Save Our Spots.
Oh, yes.
And this was answered by one Frankie Feathers and Brian Christopher.
Yeah. This match.
Did you see this match?
I did not.
No?
But I heard about it.
Oh, you heard about it. Okay.
I heard about it.
Well, enlighten the listeners.
No, I can't enlighten the listeners.
No?
This
Okay.
This is a boy's story.
Oh, okay. Off air?
Yeah, this is one of the boys' stories.
Okay. Well, up next was the main event of the evening. Braxton Sutter taking on Penta El Zero M and Michael Elgin in a triple threat match.
Yes. And in this match, you do know there were two Canadian destroyers, right?
That's one Canadian destroyer too many.
There's never too many Canadian destroyers.
That's true.
I'm waiting for somebody to do an American destroyer.
American destroyer?
Yeah, American destroyer.
So
Canadian destroyer is front ways, American destroyer is back way.
Back way?
Yep. I will call it until somebody does it.
Why don't you just do it?
Because I don't trust nobody. No, I don't trust nobody.
You don't trust anybody?
I don't trust nobody. I'm trying to think. Could I do it? Let me see. I'm writing this down here.
As he's drawing diagrams of how to do the American destroyer.
That's the Canadian destroyer.
Yeah.
Bam. Boom. Bam. The American destroyer's here. Boom. I do a backflip.
Mm-hmm.
And then... No, I can't do it. No.
You can't do it?
No. It's got to be done off the top rope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got
well, there you go.
There it is. American Destroyer off the top rope.
American Destroyer off the top rope. It's good. There you go. Cyclone. It's a big circle.
Oh, my gosh. It could be the Cyclone Bomb. There's already a cyclone bomb. It's the four corner. It's the four knees. Anyway, we're not talking about me again. We're back to Pantera.
Well,
Penta El Zero.
Braxton Sutter picks up the victory
From TNA, Impact Wrestling, Braxton Sutter.
picking up the victory against ROH's Michael Elgin, or formerly of ROH, and Lucha Underground's Penta El Zero M.
Yep.
That's a hell of a match right there. That had to be a hell of a match.
It looked awesome from what I saw.
That had to be a hell of a match.
But
moving on to action this weekend.
Yes, that's actually what happened past weekend.
Yes.
Let's move on to what's happening in the upcoming weeks.
Upcoming weekends and week.
I want to steal Cole Cabana's stuff, but I can't because that's stealing and that's just stupid to do. Steal somebody else's. So we got to come up with our own stuff.
Well, this Saturday in Toledo, Ohio, NOW presents Uprising 10 Blood War.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Are you going?
I am not.
I thought you were announcing this one.
No.
No?
I don't announce it at NOW.
What?
I do not announce it at NOW. Me and the powers that be at NOW are in discussion of another role.
I may have to go to this show. I didn't know this show was going on.
Yes. This is a result. This is coming off of the Uprising 9, where it was the war between NOW and VCW.
Right.
JJ Castillo is going to call out Colt Daniels, who is the NOW heavyweight champion. The VCW tag team champions, who are NOW rostered, the Natural Aces, are going to be defending their championships.
I did see you live stream with them as they won the championship.
Also, Alan Graves, who is the new Uprising champion, is going to be defending. And I'm sure there's going to be VCW people there as well, representing MM3, Tim Lutz, and Anthony Lee. So that's going to be a big show.
Yeah.
This Saturday in Toledo, Ohio.
Wow. I didn't know there were any shows going on this Saturday. Well, that's cool though.
I didn't really think because of it being Memorial Day weekend, and then I remembered NOW.
Right. Okay. Also,
coming up next week.
Next week, after this Saturday,
yes,
there are a couple of shows coming up. We got Friday,
June 2nd,
live pro wrestling. Fremont, Ohio, LPW.
Sandusky Fairgrounds, the Ohio Bike Week.
Ohio Bike Week. So that means it's going to be a lot of bikers, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of Harleys.
Profanity, nudity. Alcohol.
You know what I love? I love when a woman gets on the back of a motorcycle and...
Should you be talking about this?
No, I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. Thanks for the save there.
I'm just saying.
However, y'all can take my sentence and finish it from there.
There you go.
But LPW Friday.
I know there's going to be at least one match. One match announced. One match is I do know, and it's going to be the Spirit of Detroit taking on the Natural Aces.
Ooh,
and the one half of the LPW Tag Team Tournament Finals teams, the Dirty, are going to be taking on the Mega Plowers.
Okay.
So that's two matches that you're going to see at the Ohio Bike Week show.
That we know for sure.
That are announced.
Yeah. Very cool. So the next show after that Saturday is Ultimate Wrestling. They will be at the Phelps Community Center. They do have a special guest coming in.
Short Sleeve Samson.
Short Sleeve Samson, yeah.
Very cool.
Yep,
very cool.
Short Sleeve Samson will be there. I believe he is doing a seminar as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely learn from somebody who's been in the business for quite some time. Regardless of size or stature, everybody
he's been around for a long time, so he's got knowledge.
Exactly. Everybody has knowledge that you should be at least pulling something from somewhere. I don't care who you are. I don't care, like I said, how big or tall you are. This business is nothing but a mind game, and you have to learn how to think in the ring.
Absolutely.
As well as maneuver and as well as look good. You got to be able to think. So anybody can help you along your way. For the Sunday,
yes,
there is another UW show. There is a
double back-to-back shows.
There is a back-to-back show, doubleheader. They are doing a big battle royal, not battle royal, but a big battle show at a new venue. I don't know if I do apologize. I don't have the information exactly. I can check it on the website, which I'll probably do, and we'll probably edit this to get to you. But big show coming up for them. A doubleheader show, but also there's a show in Canada. PWE, blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
PWE.
It's all about a boot.
A boot. Pro Wrestling Eclipse, where myself, Cyclone Jones, Mr. Robby Vegas,
landing the Cyclone,
Mad Dog, Xavier Jones,
with the Angels,
with the Angel down, we will be taking over Canada like we usually do.
You all are hated up there.
We are. I'm super hated up there. I am super hated up there. My opponent was Rob Rage. However, due to circumstances out of my control and Rob Rage's control, I have no idea who the hell I'm knocking out now. He is not going to be in the match.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I was definitely looking forward. I was definitely preparing myself.
Maybe another member of the whole Team Canada thing.
Maybe, you'll
be able to knock out.
But I was definitely preparing myself to knock Rob Rage the hell out.
You do owe him a knockout.
I do owe him a knockout.
Because they're from previous interactions.
Yeah, he cost me the Riverworks Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, now known as Victory 1.
Yep. So
him and his loudmouth manager.
Yep. So definitely was waiting on that, and now I got to wait to get my hands on him again. But Robby Vegas and Mad Dog Xavier Jones will
taking
also
over tag team division in Canada.
Tag team division. I believe they're going against. No, they're not going against Fight or Flight. They already beat Fight or Flight. So there is another tag team that they're going up against. I can't remember who it is, but it doesn't matter who we go against. We are the Nightbreed. We make stuff happen.
This is true. Well, that is that. A lot of independent shows. So we recapped a couple, previewed a couple. Now,
Also, if you want your show recapped or talked about or even spoke about, give us a ring-a-ding-ding. You can get
Facebook.com/Turnbuckle Talk, Turnbuckle Talk, Turnbuckle_talk on Twitter. And, of course, turnbuckletalk@gmail.com.
You can get in contact with us directly as well. Cyclone Jones on Twitter. The Cyclone Jones on Twitter. Pat G. What else? Facebook us.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter.
I'm still under my Gabriel Jones page. Hopefully I can change that soon. And Pat G is still under Pat G. Get in contact with us. We'll promote your show. Let us know what's going on. Right now, let's take a break. Let's listen to some commercials and then
sponsors,
commercials, pay the bills. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about a boot. No, we're not going to talk about anything. We're going to do an
interview, and then you have started a war, sir.
Yes, that's what we're going to talk about.
You have started a war.
That's what I was going to say.
Because the man you have started the war with dropped some challenges, and you know what? His challenges are dropping Friday. It's Wednesday.
I don't give a rat's ass.
I know. We'll talk about this.
Listen to this sponsor. Pay some money to the sponsor and give us some money.
Father's Day is Sunday, June 18th, and if you haven't purchased a gift yet, head on over to our Amazon store at shopgear.com and find that perfect gift for your father, stepfather, or father figure in your life. Everything from lawnmowers, tools, grilling supplies, and more can be purchased and delivered right to his door, gift wrapped with a card, and everything, the whole nine. It's awesome. And if your dad is an electronic junkie like me, we have Amazon Fire tablets starting at just $49.99, and for a limited time, buy any 3 all-new Fire tablets, and Amazon's going to knock off an additional 20% from your order. We also have gift cards in any denomination, too, if Dad wants to pick out his own gift. What's more, by using our shopgear.com link to go to Amazon and make your purchases, you help support this program at no additional cost to you. That's right, no gimmicks, my babies. Just use our link and shop Amazon. Have it delivered in 2 days or less with Prime. Make Dad happy and support a small business all at once. Win-win-win for everybody. As always, thank you for bookmarking, saving, and sharing our Amazon link at shopgear.com. IndyCard Media is your one-stop shop for quality designs at a quality price. They offer merchandising, company branding, event posters, custom clothing designs, and so much more. Check out their gallery of past designs by visiting facebook.com/IndyCard Media and tell them what you think. That's IndyCard Media, 337-446-4331 or IndyCardMafia@gmail.com. Tell them that we sent you. Again, 337-446-4331. IndyCard Media. Bring your designs to life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're black. I mean, we're back. Maybe that came out wrong. Did it come out wrong? I'm black. You're black.
I'm not.
Okay. We're cream. Joking. TTRP, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing a little comedy in there. It wasn't too funny, though. Because I didn't hear anybody.
Coffee and milk? Coffee and cream?
That would mean we would mix together, and I don't want to mix with you, Pat G.
No, not at all.
No.
We don't need to go DBZ fusion over here.
I actually drink my coffee black now so I can lose weight. Yes. Yes, I do. I honestly do.
Well, you did say you're on a diet.
Yes, something
because you do have to get ready.
Yes,
but before, great interview, by the way.
Great interview.
Have to thank Robby Vegas and Xavier Jones
for sitting down with us,
Angel Down
with us. You know, tag team champions trying to make their way in the world of tag team wrestling.
Absolutely.
But let's talk. Well, first,
you have started a war.
Have I?
You have. I feel like it's a war, but it's more of a long-standing challenge that has gone unanswered.
It has gone unanswered. Me and this man have been going back and forth with each other for quite some time, and for some odd reason, he keeps ducking and dodging me because he just doesn't want to fight me. And now it's getting to a point where I'm just getting pissed. I'm just tired of the nonsense. You know?
Well, like, you did say he's got to get his permission slip signed.
Yes.
So you pulled out them fighting words.
He is the owner of the company.
Yes.
He is the guy that gets us on the radio for the fans to listen to us.
He does.
However,
but he has an alter ego.
He does. However, I still want to punch him. Even though his alter ego is JC Money, former heavyweight champion somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if he was heavyweight champion at
NEW.
NEW. I think he was.
Yeah,
I think he was. You know, owner of the $1 Million Belt. He was some kind of champion at OSPW. I mean,
original member of the UWC.
Yes, so he's got some lineage and some vet status with him.
He does.
So I just want to put this out here, JC Money. Don't think that I'm underestimating you. I'm not. I'm just saying I want to knock you the hell out. Period. Not underestimating you at all. I know what you can do. I've seen you wrestle. I've seen you wrestle before I even became a wrestler. So please don't think that I'm sleeping on you, taking you lightly, thinking that your skills are diminished and gone because your wife has your balls in her purse. No. I'm just saying you can't beat me. Period.
Well, JC did have some comments to your statements last week, over the last week or so of the on the social media. History works only if the person you're trying to convince doesn't know better. As you will soon find out, facts have a way of surfacing from the crap that you took and forgot to flush. If it's a response he wants, it's one he'll get, essentially.
Well, I mean...
And then posted today to our Facebook page. You have pulled our show into this. This war, this vendetta, this challenge. Hey, and this is coming from JC Money. Hey, Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast, do me a favor. Tell Cyclone that his response, that for some reason that he feels he is owed, will be delivered to him on the relaunch of the JC Money Show this Friday, exclusively for the ride into work on the Gear Network, on the Gear Network's iHeart channel. And then available for the ride home, so you can hear it again and make sure you don't miss anything.
Listen.
On iTunes, Speaker, and Google Play. He, as he mentions earlier, he says you had some rather interesting things to say on air, and he finally gives you the attention that you clearly need.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Give me some attention. You know, you are old man in this business. I like to poke sticks. You know, poke fun. Take a stick and poke old people. That's what you are. But anyway, this weekend that just passed.
Yes.
We were at Nickel City Comic Con, where comic book guys and gals cosplay, people dressing up as Harley Quinn, and there's a picture of one Harley Quinn, and bad Patchy, I mean, she bad, dude.
Once again,
listen, I can say that.
Are you sure?
Are you positive? Sure? Okay, she was bad, dude.
Okay. All right, just making sure.
I didn't see her. I think she was there Saturday, so I didn't see her.
You didn't see her.
She was bad.
Okay.
A whole bunch of me. There was one girl that was a Gamora. She was bad too.
I'm gonna say this: some of these people that do these Comic Cons, like the amount of time and effort and money they have to spend, to go all out
to cosplay. Sounds like wrestling.
Has to be ridiculous.
Sounds like wrestling.
It does.
However, there was Rogue. Rogue was there. And she looked like she ate way too many sausage and biscuits.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to my favorite X-Men?
Why? Well, why? She looked like she ate biscuits and gravy.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Made her a man.
Listen, Rogue is my favorite. I despise all people that ruin that.
However, the Comic-Con was awesome. It was a fun time.
You ran into Matt Milan.
I ran into Matt Milan.
I did see that.
I did. I actually ran into DDP, Diamond Dallas Page.
Very cool.
I don't know if you knew who that was.
I knew who that was.
Okay.
I didn't realize that DDP was at the Nickel City Comic Con.
He was at the Nickel City Comic Con.
I did not know this. Did you get information for an interview?
Jake the Snake Roberts was at.
Once again, did you get information for an interview?
He was not going for it. Him or Jake the Snake.
Oh.
Yeah, they weren't going for it.
This is unfortunate.
His wife was there, and...
That, you know what? On a side note, I've noticed that with a lot of the... I've noticed it. There's a 50-50 opportunity with when you come across a lot of these older wrestling stars. Mm-hmm. Some will do it. Some are very nice. Some are they're like, yeah, not a problem. Cool, awesome. And then some just plain out said... tell you no reason whatsoever.
Well, I think it's because they don't want to because if it's somebody that they don't know, somebody you haven't built a relationship with.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't know what kind of questions you're going to ask, and they don't want to waste their time.
Yeah.
Of course, I would never cross that line. I'm not going to ask any crazy ass question that's going to be that's going to jeopardize me ending the interview.
Yeah.
And that person saying,
we're completely professional and
cancel that. Don't put that on there. If you put that on there, I'm going to sue you, whatever. We never do that.
Yeah.
But they don't want to go through that process. They don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So for somebody to come up.
We need to establish ourselves a little bit better.
Exactly. So for me to go up to Diamond Dallas Page, after I did help him with his bags to the car, he did give me a picture outside. Mm-hmm. For me to say, hey, Diamond Dallas Page, I have a podcast. Hey, would you mind, answering a couple of questions for it?
Yeah.
He doesn't know me from a can of paint.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he would have done it, him or Jake.
Yeah.
However, he did try and push DDP Yoga on me.
Of course.
And Jake the Snake did try and push his wrestling school that's in Las Vegas on me.
Of course. Because that's what they have.
Yep.
So it's
Exactly.
I'm like, we can come to a mutual agreement. I'm like, listen, I have no problem. You wanna pimp your stuff out? Mm-hmm. Go right ahead.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, I have an interview with DDP and Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
And I can say that.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to talk about what you got going on? more than welcome.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just, I've got to the point where some guys just plain out say no. No questions asked, no explanation. I have to give respect to where respect is due because I worked the show recently with Billy Gunn. Approached Billy Gunn very professionally, asked. Billy Gunn said no, but he gave me a reason as to why. Because he tells everybody no. Yeah. And then if he does one, then everybody comes back and like, yo, why you told us no, but you did this. Yeah. And
he did Colt Cabana though.
Yeah. And he said
so everybody should attack him now because he did Colt Cabana.
And then this is the thing. He said he did Colt Cabana because it's Colt Cabana. And they didn't even talk wrestling. They talked everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's generally what we do. We like pop one or two wrestling questions, and
I mean,
but it's more.
We don't talk.
It's more experience in life stories.
Exactly. You know, we talk like when we did the Terry Funk interview. Yeah. Let me pick that name up. Hold on.
Yeah,
we did the Terry Funk interview. You know, we talked about wrestling, but we talked about how it was when he grew up about wrestling.
Absolutely.
You know, he told the story about when he was in his,
when he was a kid and
dad, his father, smacked the hell out of people. Yeah,
for calling it fake.
Yeah, exactly. And his brother, and so we talked about life experiences within pro wrestling. Yeah, but it was an awesome time.
Absolutely.
Everybody was there. William Shatner was there. Billy D. Williams. Sam Jones was there. You know who Sam Jones is?
I do know.
Flash Gordon.
They, because he was actually at North Park Theater Thursday night.
Sabu was there too.
Sabu is everywhere.
Sabu is everywhere. He is.
I feel like Sabu is the Oracle.
Yeah,
because Sabu is just everywhere. Like, legitimately, if the Matrix is real,
so
Sabu is the Oracle.
Just to prove that point, just to prove your point of what you just said, I saw Sabu at the Comic-Con Sunday night. We closed it down. Yeah, I left the Comic-Con probably about 5 o'clock. Comic-Con closed at 6.
Okay.
Like I said, I helped DDP and Jake the Snake to their cars.
Yeah.
Done. At that end of the night, I get a text message from Xavier Jones, the Mad Dog.
Yes.
The picture is him and Sabu. And I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Oh, he's at my football party right now. I'm like, what the hell is he doing at your football party? He was just at the Comic-Con.
The Buffalo reunion party.
Ah, that's what it was. But yes. I mean, like you said, he's the Oracle. He's every freaking where.
Like, legitimately, if we are living in the Matrix like a lot of people believe we are, Sabu is the Oracle.
Sabu is the damn Oracle. Because
he's everywhere.
That's funny. But
which is a good role for him.
It is. But we're down to the final last leg.
Yes.
We're down to the not the meat and potatoes, because meat and potatoes is everything on the Turnbuckle Talk Radio podcast. We are the meat and potatoes.
Well, the WWE had a major weekend.
Major. Scroll back up. What was that picture of Honky Tonk Man?
It was him talking about re-experiencing SummerSlam 88 when he lost his IC title to the Ultimate Warrior.
For like 30 seconds?
Yeah, essentially.
All right.
Kicking off Saturday night was NXT TakeOver Chicago.
Chicago, man.
And I'm going to say this. I want to go to Chicago so bad because
Chicago.
It looks.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Chicago anymore.
Really? Why?
Because Lisa Marie her restaurant is not there anymore.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That restaurant closed down. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to go.
Nope, don't want to go now.
Well, I'd still go for pizza.
Nope, Chicago can burn.
I just can't.
Chicago can burn.
I just have to find like the most neutral spot in Chicago because my sport fandom will not allow me to like Chicago. Because the north side is the White Sox, and they're in the division with my team. And then the south side is the Cubs. And just no. Like, the baseball fan in me, I'm okay with it. But the Indians, no, go away. Just, no, go away. Go away. You bandwagoning jack-offs.
That's funny. Isn't Eric Emmett on
No, he's a Boston Red Sox fan.
Oh, he's a Red Sox, okay. Boston.
Yeah, he's
Chicago
and
Boston.
I do not know a Cubs fan. If I knew a Cubs fan, they probably would have died last year. They probably would have died because Chicago fans did some weird ass voodoo to create a rainstorm, some Native American rain dancing somewhere.
So me being a Cubs fan would kind of kill our friendship, huh? I'm not a Cubs fan.
I know you're not a Cubs fan,
okay.
But if you were, it wouldn't kill our friendship. I would just dislike you a little bit less. I would just dislike you a little bit. I would dislike you.
I am a Mets fan. All right,
it's bad enough I dislike you for being a Steelers fan.
Whoa.
Because I hate the Steelers.
Whoa, hold on.
You know this.
Hold on a second. Don't get smacked in the mouth. Don't talk about my Steelers, dog. All right, so let's talk WWE, please.
You and your terrible towels.
Yes, the terrible towels will be here Saturday. The Cyclone towels. I'm sorry, Cyclone towels will be here Saturday.
Cyclone towels are always fun.
Yeah, Cyclone towels. They'll be available for you, red and blue, and they'll be $10 a piece.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cyclone terrible towels, and they're red and blue.
Yep.
Where's the logic in that?
I know, right? Because my colors are red and blue.
I'm just saying. Just saying. You can't call them terrible towels.
They're not there. They're Cyclone towels.
Well, all right. People are going to think they're terrible towels.
No, they're Cyclone towels. It's got my name on it. It's just Cyclone with my picture on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on to NXT Chicago.
Chicago, man.
The opening contest saw a great match in Eric Young taking on Roderick Strong.
Mm-hmm.
And this match was set the pace for the night because plain and simple, Chicago's a great wrestling town. And their fans are crazy. Mm-hmm. They always...
Isn't there a wrestler from Chicago that used to wrestle?
They do. They chant his name a lot.
Yeah, he used to wrestle, right?
Used to wrestle.
Yeah.
Used to wrestle.
Okay.
Roderick Strong did pick up the victory. Roderick Strong actually played it well because Sanity came out first, and Roderick Strong's music hit, and Roderick Strong came out of the crowd and attacked the two members of Sanity on the outside, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane, pretty much rendering them obsolete for time being.
Yeah,
both men did get back up, and he overcame the numbers game, which is great. The next match was the WWE United Kingdom Championship match. Jim Ross was on commentary with Nigel McGuinness.
Awesome.
Which is amazing. This match, holy mother of God. Match of the... If it wasn't for the tag team match being as great as it was, this was match of the night.
Oh, wow.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate brought it, and they didn't miss a moment's beat. It was boom, 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 boom.
Okay, we'll have to check that match out. Unfortunately, I didn't catch any of the NXT. I was at a birthday dinner because my birthday passed, and I was taken out to the casino for a birthday dinner.
Very cool, very cool. Up next, and unfortunately, this match kind of was in a bad position because you're coming off the amazing match that you had for the United Kingdom Championship, which we have a new United Kingdom champion in the Bruiser Brawler Pete Dunne. Is the NXT Women's Championship match in a triple threat as Asuka defended against Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott. This match originally was supposed to be a fatal four-way, but Ember Moon suffered a shoulder injury, and she's out for 6 months.
Ember Moon... She hurt herself before, too.
Well, this was because Asuka, pretty much lawn darted her out of the ring, and her shoulder connected with guardrail.
Ew.
So it was a hardweight injury.
Ooh.
Essentially. And this match was all over the place. Very disjointed at times. It was solid for what it was. Nikki Cross pretty much had the match won, but Ruby Riott fought back, hit her finish, and Asuka sliding in the ring last minute kind of caught Ruby Riott getting kicked out out. Nikki Cross kicked out of the finish, and all of a sudden, Asuka just straight up with the knee.
Hit her with that knee.
Done.
1, 2, 3.
And Asuka retained the NXT Women's Championship. The NXT Championship match, Bobby Roode taking on a returning Hideo Itami.
Glorious.
Which, Bobby Roode, I want him on the main roster so much because his entrances for these takeovers are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he has just the greatest entrance ever. Which, side note, spoiler, the Glorious theme and entrance was originally going to be used for Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura is like, no, not for me.
What?
Doesn't fit my personality.
Wow.
But they gave him an equal,
of course,
awesome entrance as well. With the violins and everything. The championship match was very good. But Hideo Itami tried to rely to get the GTS one too many times. Mm-hmm. Like, Chicago, he wants to hit GTS. WWE's, like, pushing that he's the creator, he's the innovator, so on and so forth. Stab, twist, knife.
Yeah.
A little bit. But
So they were just really just trying to have him do the GTS.
Yeah, like...
Going to sleep.
Like, he was just so many times, he's just... He did hit it. He did hit the GTS. Mm-hmm. But he went for it again without the knee pad, and Brood flipped off, hit the reversal glorious DDT, picks up.
But that is
roll, super John Cena roll into another glorious DDT.
But that is his move, though.
It is. But everybody associates the GTS with
Punk.
CM Punk. But now with Itami coming back, and Itami's even tweeted saying, you're going to see the innovator of the GTS in Chicago. So,
Chicago,
like,
man.
just kind of taking the knife and...
It is what it is, man.
And then the main event of the night, where hashtag Pat G ruins everything... The tag team champions, the Authors of Pain, with Paul Ellering taking on DIY of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes, so tell the story on what happened, Pat G.
Well, earlier in the evening during the NXT pre-show, while I was sitting watching the NXT pre-show with Eric Emanon.
At Eric Emanon's house. After Eric Emanon invited you to stay to watch NXT with him.
He invited me over for his son's birthday and invited me to stay and watch.
After the party was over, invited you to stay to watch the pay-per-view with him.
After everybody had left, said their goodbyes, and invited me to stay to watch NXT TakeOver. Which, during NXT TakeOver, I will say I became a human pillow for his son and his puppy, which was entertaining in that. But I made the statement that I feel like they're going to break up DIY and have Ciampa turn on Gargano. Because the WWE sees a lot of money in Gargano, being Mr. Johnny Wrestling, the super uber babyface that Johnny Gargano is.
Yeah.
And as much as I love DIY, I didn't want to see him break up, but I just had that feeling. So I said it. And Eric kind of agreed but disagreed because he didn't want to see it either. And go to the match. Ladder match, hell of a ladder match, lots of spots, and at one point in time, and it wasn't until a couple of days after the fact, there was a spot where the AOP has Ciampa on his knees, and they're literally about to guillotine him with a drive of the ladder, and Gargano pushes him out the way and takes the shot, and this shot was nasty. Like, just the ladder caught Gargano straight under the chin, like, flush. It was nasty looking.
Yeah.
So he essentially took the bullet for his friend. Well, AOP retains the tag team titles at the end. Now, both men, Gargano and Ciampa, having a history in Chicago. They hug, they pose, copyright. WWE's closing the show. All of a sudden, Ciampa grabs Gargano, slams him into the tighten the billboard. Beat, kick, picks him up, gets him on the announce table, hits him with the air raid clash, showing everybody why Tommaso Ciampa is the Psycho Killer. And Eric Emanon, at that point, God damn it, Pat G, on Facebook, hashtag Pat G ruins everything.
That is awesome. Awesome.
Hence that was the evening of my social media.
Too funny. So let's go on to one last thing. The major thing.
Yes. Because there was a lot of stuff going on. You had WWE Backlash. You had the Backlash pay-per-view for SmackDown. Kevin Owens retained the United States Championship.
Yep.
Usos retained the Tag Team Championships. Yep. The waiting party picked up a victory over Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Naomi.
Yep.
But the big thing is we have a new WWE champion.
We have a new.
The Maharaja.
The Maharaja.
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, man. And he is a beast of a man right now.
Oh, absolutely.
I checked out his eating regimen.
Oh, God, he talked about it.
Yeah.
The way he's changed everything.
Yep.
And he's even come out, he says...
He's straight edge now.
He's straight edge. His relationship with Vince McMahon was non-existent when he was first there, but now he goes to Vince about everything.
Yep.
And Vince is helping him so much. He's giving props to John Cena. He's giving props to Triple H. Like, people that... like top of the car, top of the food chain are now helping this guy.
But that's what you're supposed to do when you're in the business, you know? Like, if you don't know what's going on, if you want to make your way up, you talk to the people, you talk to the upper management, man. You know, like right now, I'll give you a personal experience. For right now, today, one of my managers came over to me, sat down next to my desk, and we're talking over an issue that we had to take care of. And then at the end of it, she says, well, we need to talk. Mm-hmm. You know, we need to talk more personal about you, about what's going on, what you need to do. I said, all right, not a problem. We can definitely do that. Mm-hmm. You know, she said, I'm here to help you so we can get this taken care of.
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
You know, management knows your potential. You just have to see your potential as well. You know, you have to acknowledge it and you have to make it blossom. They can tell you have potential.
Oh, yeah.
You have to make it blossom. And Jinder Mahal he knew they had potential because he came back to the WWE. You know, he knew that he had something going for him, and he's definitely doing it. You know, regardless of the reason why they gave him the title, it could be because, you know, they want the Indian fans.
Something different.
They want the Indian fans. Maybe they don't want the Indian fans. Maybe they just want to change it up.
I believe they do because they just expanded, but I believe it's something different as well.
Right.
And I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not to mention, on a side note, Randy Orton and his creation of memes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just at random times is hilarious.
Yeah. But it's also something where Bubba Ray Dudley just said on Twitter, on a Twitter machine, he said that the Indian fans will watch because they want to see him win.
Yep.
The American fans will watch because they want to see him lose. Smart business move.
Oh, absolutely.
That's it.
Point out. Moving to Monday Night Raw real quick. Major thing is they have the Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way for the number one contendership.
Finn Balor, Reigns.
Wyatt, Reigns, Rollins, and Samoa Joe.
You're just gonna cut me off there as I'm saying the names?
Sorry.
Yeah, just cut me off. Great job. Well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we don't have to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we can go over.
Well, it's because this is happening mainly because of Braun Strowman being out for 6 months.
Yes,
because Braun Strowman suffering the shoulder injury, being out for 6 months. So now they're kind of reshuffling everything.
Yeah.
On a side funny note, I did see something on Twitter that kind of picked up steam on some forum boards, is the world will end when Jinder Mahal, Drew McIntyre, and Heath Slater all hold world championships.
OMG. I can see that. Jinder Mahal
being the WWE champion, Heath Slater the Universal champion, and Drew McIntyre the NXT champion.
Done and doner. I'm done.
The minute that started, the minute Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship,
and it looks like they're going to give it to Drew too.
It does, because Bobby Roode's going to get called up.
Yeah,
and so I feel like Drew McIntyre is going to be that next guy in line for that title.
He's well deserved for it. However, the Universal title on Mr.
Heath Slater, the one man band. I can see him back with the tag titles again. That's a world title. Listen, if for one night only we pull a David Arquette and give Heath Slater the championship, I'm okay because the internet will die.
Yo, we should definitely send that to the big man.
Like, listen, you say you listen to the fans. Mm-hmm. Here, this is the way to piss the fans off.
Here you go.
I'm like,
piss them off.
I'm like, here, you have 3MB world champions all at the same time.
Piss them off. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show.
It is.
Like I said, once again, if you guys want to send us information in, get in contact with us, Facebook, email, snail mail. I didn't give you the address, so no snail mail. Twitter. Anything, anywhere and anything. Let us know. We'll talk about it. We are the Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. JC Money is a punk. Come check us out at our next shows, wherever we travel to.
I'm sure he'll have much to respond to you because he'll get this tonight or tomorrow morning.
Oh, of course. Not a problem. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we end this. Cyclone!
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.